Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Founding Executive General Counsel Mark Wolfert.
Thank you. Thank you. Everyone stand up for just a minute. Can you do that quietly and stretch? While you're stretching, I'll introduce myself. I'm Greg Cook. Wasn't Mark great? In fact, I want you to write this down. Mark Wolfert was amazing, okay? I have an assignment. I was instructed not to, well, Emily said, Mark, please. I know you want to, but please don't talk legal, regulatory, compliance. Hopefully we're going to have things on a high, and so as you wrap up here before our keynote speaker, just stay away from the boring stuff. Okay, let me just say at least this. As a company's general counsel, you can be rest assured that the company is on very sound and legal grounds wherever we are from a regulatory and compliance standpoint, not only in the US and Canada, but around the world. And we're going to continue to engage the best counsel inside and outside to make sure that stays that way. And having said that, I just want to make sure everyone knows that I am also very supportive of this direction Dr. Hill was talking about here earlier about taking us back. I'm not sure how far I want to go back, but back to the old days in terms of teaching on product. So please, everyone needs to be there tomorrow, hear from Doc. I'll get the reports afterwards. I'm sure it will be great. So I have 10 minutes before our keynote speaker, and I'm really pleased that I get to wrap up for my partners. I love them. It's great working with them. It's a great opportunity every day to be with them and feel of their giant vision and their spirit. And so what I want to do, I'm just going to be 10 to 12 minutes. Time me no longer than 13 minutes. I want to give you an update on what has become, together with the Co-Impact Sourcing Initiative, probably the heart and soul of doTERRA, and that is our Healing Hands Foundation. I can't get into very much, but you all have in your packet our 2018 annual report that is fairly comprehensive of all the projects and activities we were involved with last year. So let's just start. You'll remember in 2017, we introduced the 72-hour emergency relief hygiene kit. We got to fix that name, but the kit, right? And last year, you purchased over 52,000 of these kits and donated them to the Healing Hands Foundation. Thank you. These kits went to, over 8,000 of them went to the California wildfires, over 6,000 to Hurricane Florence relief efforts, and then the Volcano Fuego in Guatemala, to name a few. Whenever there's an earthquake, a flood, a hurricane, tornado, mudslides, whatever it might be, it's good to know that we have a lot of these kits that you've donated that we can send for relief. Now, it used to be that you could only buy and donate these kits in packages of 4 or 20. As of, well, a week or two ago, you can now buy them as a single. We hope that that will help with you and a lot of your groups who want to buy these in odd numbers and still donate them. What I love about this program of you buying and donating these kits is that it's you, the wellness advocates, that make us aware, not only make us aware of a need, but then you volunteer and say, you know, I can step up with my group. We can mobilize a team to make sure that the kits that you send get to where they need to get. And so doTERRA Healing Hands Foundation does distribute these kits, but it's through you and our partnership with other humanitarian organizations. One thing that I think you know, but I want to remind you of, in addition to your donation of the kit, doTERRA very generously donates profits from the sale of those kits also to the Healing Hands Foundation, thereby enlarging the resources that we have to do good around the world. Let me tell you about one such situation. Heather Bickle Stevenson, are you here? Could you stand up for just a minute? I want to recognize you. You know what Heather did? During the Christmas holidays, she and a group from her team, they went down to Tijuana, just south of here, and they distributed 250 kits. Where are you, Heather? Raise your hand. She's over here somewhere. Thank you, Heather. And she distributed these through religious organizations and medical missions and other charitable organizations, and also helped set up these sustainable shelters for the people. And I think since then, you've been back almost every week, and you're up to 500 kits that you've helped distribute on the ground there. We don't, this is not a political issue. We don't judge how someone got in the situation they're in, but when people are suffering, we want to be there to help relieve that suffering. So thank you, Heather. Again, want to point your attention to your sign-up registration packet, and you can also access this 2018 annual report online, so you can share it with your friends and acquaintances to help them also understand all the great things that doTERRA Healing Hands Foundation and you are involved with. And Corey already made note earlier about that section that highlights each of your projects that the Healing Hands Foundation matched with you. So I want to talk about our goal for this leadership summit for a minute. Last year, we had a goal with the combined East Coast and West Coast Leadership Summit retreat, to raise $74,000. Well, that wasn't our goal. That's what we raised. We were hoping to get 50, but we're so thankful because of a generous donation from Wes and Haley Hobson on the East Coast that we were able to raise that much. So this year, we decided, well, okay, I'm not sure if we can get another match, so let's be careful with that goal, and let's set a goal for the combined retreats to raise $80,000. Well, guess what happened on the East Coast? Thanks in large part to these generous donations from you, matches and other donations, we were able to raise $1,000. Now, I know people up here earlier were smacking Atlanta down. Come on, look what they did. I know it was a little cold, but whatever. They raised $100,000, and I'm here to ask you, come on, it's warm, it's enjoyable, we're loving life here. We can do that. We can beat the East Coast, can't we? Thank you. So, we're going to make this a little easier. We've added an item to the booth, and we hope you visit the, let's see, I think it's that direction, the exhibition hall where all the booths are. We hope over the next couple of days you visit the Healing Hands booth and you buy either the rose lotion or the Hope Oil blend or the portable charger, or just make a donation. But we've added these 3 strands bracelets. You know, we've partnered with 3 Strands, who does this education to help prevent child sex trafficking. And these bracelets, in fact, I have one on this morning that has the GPS coordinates of where a particular woman was rescued 2 years ago. They're beautiful bracelets. Please go check it out. Maybe buy a few for your daughters or whoever. They represent an experience for each of these survivors of child sex trafficking. Each one comes with a little autographed card and an explanation about their story and the meaning of the red dot on the bracelet and a little bit of background to that. This bracelet program isn't just about having them make bracelets. It helps provide for them training and jobs, and helps increase their self-esteem as they try to reintegrate back into society. So thank you for that. Now, as I conclude, let me just mention a couple things. I hope that you're visiting the new Healing Hands website, doTERRAHealingHands.org, because that's the place you can go if you want to see all of the different projects and activities that you and others and the Healing Hands Foundation is involved with. And you can share that link again with your friends so that they can explore that. I have 2 announcements I want to make as I conclude. One is, you're aware of the Wellness Advocate Matching Program. doTERRA Healing Hands will match up to $10,000 of funds that you raise towards your own personal humanitarian project, things that you're passionate about. doTERRA has agreed that we will raise that to $15,000 this year. So what that means is, if you and your group raise $15,000 and Healing Hands matches that for another $15,000, there's $30,000 to do some pretty great things. Now, have you ever wished that you could somehow redirect the money that you get for your birthday, or in lieu of flowers, have people donate to your favorite humanitarian organization on behalf of a loved one that you've lost, or anniversaries and baby births, that you could pay that forward? Well, you can do that now through the new Healing Hands website. Let's bring this up. It's called Fundraisers. So this allows you to actually go and set up your own fundraiser page on the doTERRAHealingHands.org website and personally raise funds for the Healing Hands Foundation by inviting your friends to donate on behalf of an event, a special event or occasion in your life. And to kick it off this year, we're going to actually doTERRA has agreed to double the donations or funds that you raise through this application. I'm told that it's going to go live in April, and the way that we're going to do that is we're going to match the first $500,000 that's raised during using this app. Isn't that great? Our goal is to be able to raise an additional $1 million just through this application, through fundraising. Can you imagine for just a moment what an additional $1 million is going to do in terms of rescuing children from child sex trafficking, or educating girls and women and providing them with feminine hygiene kits in third world countries, or providing microloans, or access to clean water, building clinics and schools and so forth, and helping to fund all these wonderful wellness advocate partner projects that you want to be involved with. I am grateful to be involved with the Healing Hands Foundation, with doTERRA. I'm grateful as we witness the generosity that you exhibit, that you demonstrate, not only by helping raise funds, but being on the ground to help these people in need. Isn't it wonderful to be involved in such a cause? I'm just really grateful for it. Thank you again.